Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at their biggest regrets when it comes to you. So, when I was asking Spirit for topic ideas, I kept hearing the word regrets. And I'm going to keep this reading a little bit open-ended, so you can ask about anyone, someone from your past, an ex-friend, ex-lover, ex-situationship, no contact situation, even somebody that's in your life currently, or maybe you're going through some rough patches in your connection and you want to see what they regret. So, without further ado, let's get started with your reading. But before we get to your pile selection, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to my sponsorship, Keen. I started to feel like me and my partner have gotten a bit disconnected in our relationship, so when the Keen sponsorship came along, I thought it would be a good time to get a reading from one of their tarot readers. I asked about the future with my partner, and she predicted that our relationship would deepen through the upcoming months, and while receiving the reading, I couldn't see how, but when time came to pass, I could start to see what she said about our relationship was true. Last year, we dedicated a lot of energy into our careers, so we barely had any time to spend together as we were busy most hours of the day. So we planned ahead to take a break. It allowed us to spend more time and to be in each other's presence. We got to connect and get closer to each other again, just like the reader predicted. Ever since her prediction came true, I realized we need to make quality time a priority. And since then, our connection and bond has only gotten stronger and grown. We found our way back to each other and strengthened our connection again, so what she said definitely resonated with what happened. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was accurate and actually made sense. So I'm grateful for Keen for providing such good readings and gifted psychics, and would definitely recommend their readers to anyone. So if you would like to know more about your life or anything in general, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself, who are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers all have their own unique specialties and gifts, so whether it be about your love life or what to do next in your career or just life in general, they are able to provide a deeper understanding of your situation and how to navigate it from there. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, for pile number 1, we have the crystal Apatite with the Mother of the Universe. For pile number 2, we have this rose quartz piece with the Princess of Mercy. And for pile number 3, we have strawberry obsidian and the Queen of the Outsiders. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Apatite crystal and Kali with the Mother of the Universe, with I release all that doesn't serve me, it's time to be the truth of who I am, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their biggest regrets when it comes to you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. This can be for any person in your mind at all. So we did start your reading at 0909 on the clock. So the number 0 and 9, 9 relates to the number of release, releasing cycles, baggage, karma. And I do feel like you release this person from your life, even with the skulls here. It makes me think of endings, like the death card in tarot. I keep making mistakes during your pile, so I feel like this person views whatever they did as a mistake. I'm almost getting the sense that whatever this person did to you was really bad. Like, they really betrayed you or really hurt you in a very intense way. And I don't mean to trigger you, my pile number ones. I have so much empathy and sympathy for you at the moment, because what Spirit is showing me is almost like this feeling of whenever you tell people whatever this person did, it's like there's shock on their face, horror on their face, disgust, anguish. Those are the words I'm hearing. I don't know what this person did to you, but whatever it is, it was really bad. So let's get out your tarot cards and see what I find here, okay? So one thing I do see in your energy is you definitely released this person from your life, done a lot of healing around this, released some kind of ancestral cycle from this person. Whatever hurt or pain they caused you, when you healed from that, you completely rebirthed with these skulls. It was like a part of you maybe was lost or died in that connection, but another part of you was reborn. Your internal strength is what I feel here. And I do feel like you and this person had a very intense connection and intense love. I do feel a lot of Scorpio energy in this pile. Also Pisces, Cancer. I also heard Leo now. Taurus, Gemini. And then well, we'll see with the tarot cards if I get any other signs. But I also feel strong 8th house and 12th house placements. And you releasing a lot of ancestral cycles. So whatever you went through with this person, it's something that your ancestors probably went through as well. And it's not to say, when we speak about ancestral cycles, it's not to say that you were meant to go through this. That's not the message I want to give at all. But I do feel like this person was mirroring an aspect to you of an unhealed version of your ancestral line, things that they went, or something very similar, right? It may be even mirrored to you some inner child wounds that you had not yet realized were there. So let's see your cards. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Star. So you've definitely healed from this with the Star, confirmation. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. I definitely picked up on this energy. We have the 8 of Swords. The King of Cups. The Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups here makes me think of the inner child. The 5 of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely a karmic connection. Judgment. I always see this card as ancestors, so that's confirmation too. And we see dead flowers here. So it's quite interesting. These flowers have skulls on them. I don't know if you can see it. But here we also have skulls. So these skulls' spiritual meaning may be significant. I'll research it now. King of Swords reversed. Okay, so we do have the Sun at the back of the deck, so confirmation with the Leo energy. Let me just organize these cards and I'll tell you exactly what I see here. So this was definitely a karmic connection. And I do feel like there is something here about dishonesty with the King of Swords. There's this feeling here of this person maybe not communicating their feelings to you. If this is like an ex-lover or a romantic situation, there's this feeling of a lot of conflict and betrayal, so take it as it resonates. And I do feel like this person took you for granted, took your love for granted, because there was this deep emotional connection you had that was very intense. And I feel like my voice is very shaky during a reading. So I feel like this is something this person finds hard to admit, where they went wrong. I do feel like they're still running away from it, if that makes sense. Avoiding accountability, being in a victim mindset. So I do feel an ex-lover's energy. I do feel parental energy too. So like a parent that really wasn't a good parent to you, or I do feel also an ex-friend coming through. But regardless if that doesn't resonate, it's okay because this is a general reading with so many of you watching. I just mention what I feel, okay? So one thing I will say, if you relate to an ex-friend's energy, I heard sorry, not sorry. So if you're asking about an ex-friend, I feel a woman's energy, right? But it doesn't have to be a woman. But I feel somebody that's really bitchy. Sorry for swearing, but that's the word I heard. Like they don't give a F, they don't care. So I don't feel like they really regret anything. It's coming through as like whatever they did, they don't have any regrets. The ex-friend's energy, and it's hard to describe, but I feel like they were kind of like this to everybody in their life, I feel like they kind of treated everybody badly in their life. And they don't really have any remorse or guilt. It's like they kind of like the drama. They like having problems in their life. I know that's weird to say, but I see that if you resonate with an ex-friend's energy. But if you're asking about an ex-lover or a parent, I do feel like there are some regrets. I feel like there's a feeling of longing for you and missing you. And there's a feeling here of really craving you, really hungering for you, and realizing that they will never get the same type of love you gave them. I heard rare gem, so you are a rare gem, my pile number ones, and it's very hard to find somebody that loves as intensely as you do. And I think when this person really reflects on this, they will see this, but I do feel like they're avoiding the truth with the King of Swords reversed. So whenever you come up on this person's mind, they try to distract themselves, numb the pain. I'm seeing alcohol, so that could be a possibility that this person is drowning in their sorrows, or trying to numb that feeling through external distractions. So whenever the thought of you comes up in their mind, they try to avoid taking accountability and they try to avoid thinking about you. I'm hearing a song that's like, we don't think about it, we don't talk about it, something like that. I don't know what the song is called, but I'm hearing it. So this person tries to avoid thinking about you because they know they will feel that guilt. And whatever they did was really bad. That's what I'm saying. It was really, really bad. I don't know what they did, but it really broke your heart. You felt like you lost a part of yourself in this connection. You maybe even questioned how a person could be so heinous, is what I'm hearing. That was the word I heard. So you definitely released this person from your life. They don't serve you at all. You definitely healed and worked through these things. And they can see that. They can see you glowing up and doing better than ever. And I recently have been playing a lot of Sims games. This is part of a vision I'm seeing. And I also recently have been watching a lot of Sims videos from Whiny Brit. And there was this one video that she did where a parent treated the child badly and verbally abused the child. And one thing she saw and said within that game play that she did in that video, she was like, the mother has more bad feelings than the child does. So it's almost like if this is a situation, I saw a vision of that scene. So if this was a person that really hurt you, really did you wrong, did you dirty in very I want to say evil or heinous ways. I've even find it hard to articulate this. I feel like crying in this energy, it might be very triggering to hear. Because I do feel like this person has more regrets and feels a lot of pain for what they've done. And it's almost like whatever they've done, they start to question who they are as a person. They start to question if they're even a good person when they think back to what they've done. And I feel like that may be why they're avoiding trying to think about this. Yeah, it's very hard to be in this energy. It feels very heavy. So this person feels a lot of bad emotions right now, is what I'm going to say, but they try to avoid feeling that. And they see you glowing up, they see you shining again, they see you finding your own internal power. They see you being okay again, happy again with the sun. So maybe you've recently found your own sense of happiness and joy again after going through a long healing journey and working through, the healing process, healing your inner child, doing ancestral healing. You're definitely no longer attracted to people like this anymore. And I do feel like if this person did mirror any childhood wounds to you, if this was like an ex-friend or ex-lover, I do feel like it was familiar to you because of the inner child wound. For some of you, not all. And I do feel like you've learned to speak your truth with the Queen of Swords and the blue here. You stepped into your power, and this person can definitely see that rebirth. I heard the word reluctancy, so I do feel like they've thought about apologizing to you for whatever they've done here, but they're a little bit reluctant. And I do feel like I'm hearing this song by Tattoo, All the Things She Said. So whatever this person said to you or whatever you said to them, it's still running through their mind. So if you did call this person out or say some kind of truth to them with the Queen of Swords, it always runs through their mind. And there are regrets, but they try to run from those regrets, if that makes sense. And I do feel like if this person ever said anything to you that was so wrong and uncalled for, there's this feeling here of them kind of just going head first into situations and not thinking about things first. I'm hearing that song that's like, sorry for party rocking. So for example, let's say this was an ex-lover and they went out and they cheated on you a lot, or, they went out to parties a lot without you. It kind of feels like this person is a little bit more impulsive. They do or say things before thinking it through. And I do feel like they're realizing this. I do feel like they're coming to an awakening, but they're avoiding this. They're running from it because I'm seeing a mental image of somebody running from their own internal monsters. So it's a very harsh and heavy energy. Sorry, I don't mean to trigger you, pile number one, but as I tap into this, it feels very heavy. So I do feel like with the Mother of the Universe, you've been nurturing yourself. You have been, comforting that inner part of you that needed healing. But you were also very nurturing to this person, and they're realizing, like I said earlier, they can never get a love like you again. So I had this card come out with your intro card, the Pontiff of Possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. So what I heard with this card was that song We Could Have Been by her. So this person may be going through this stage in their life right now where they're reflecting on what could have been in your connection, the possibilities. So for example, let's say this was an ex-lover and they feel like they missed an opportunity to be with the person they feel like you were the one for them. That's what I'm hearing, but I don't feel like you think they were the one. This was definitely karmic, and they feel like they're never gonna get a love like yours again. A love as intense as yours and as deep as yours. And so they're thinking of the possibilities, like if we were still together now, would we be married? Would we have kids? What would our life be like? If this was an ex-friend, they could be thinking about, if we never stopped being friends, what would our friendship be like now? So even if this was a family member, they think about what would it be like now? I heard grandkids. So for example, let's say this was a parent that really treated you badly in your childhood, and if you are not in contact with them, because I do feel like most of you are not in contact with this person or have limited contact with them, they're kind of wondering what it would be like to hold their grandchildren, if you have children right now or if you want children in the future, but they never get that chance. So it's like they're missing out on the possibilities of what could have been in your connection, because of what they've done. And they kind of realize that it's all their fault, because I'm hearing all my fault, that your connection could have still been good if they never did what they did. So with the sword here, I'm hearing cut them out of my life. So that's good to hear. So we do see strong water sign energy with the King of Cups, Aquarius with a star, Leo with the sun at the back of the deck, Sagittarius, and also a Libra, and the signs I mentioned before. I forgot what I mentioned. Let's get out some oracle cards for you. So I'm hearing the quote, "What's done in the dark will come to light." So if there were things that this person hid from you, secrets, they may have already come to the surface, the truth, or they may still come to the surface. If there are, like, let's say you've kind of found out things about them that they kept from you, secrets they've kept from you. You could have already found out about some of it, but you may still find out about more. So take it as it resonates. Either you have already or it's still going to happen. And I also feel the mental image, or see the mental image of somebody trying to creep back into your life. And their kind of energies coming through like a creepy crawly, I don't know, or like a bug. I don't know why. I feel like I don't really like this person's energy. Their energy is kind of icky to me. And I see them kind of crawling back into your life, trying to also creep up on you, stalk you on social media. So they're seeing the version of who you are right now, and they're realizing what they miss out on. And I feel like that's their biggest regret here. So we have the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. So this person could see you becoming more beautiful, glowing, shining. They could see you working on some things, some projects, or kind of sense that you are beginning to do that. They could see you becoming a lot more happier, this new healed version of you coming to the surface, this new transformed version of you coming to the surface. And you're kind of in this new era of you. There's like a new era of you coming to the surface. A version of you they've never seen before. And it seems like you're ready for the miracles that are meant for you to receive. Okay, so we have Kuan Yin with the Goddess of Compassion. You may be drawn to pile 2. If you are, I suggest watching that. So with the butterfly here, there is definitely a transformation that you've been going through. And I feel like whatever this person did to you, you were very forgiving to them, or very compassionate. You always saw the light or the best within them, even though they could not see that within themselves or reach that within themselves. And I do think they know whatever they did to you was really bad, that they think it doesn't deserve compassion or forgiveness. And maybe you have forgiven this person and let go of it. Or maybe they just sense that you have, or think that you have. But they also know that they can never get a place back into your life, even if they try. You most probably are going to reject them or ignore them or block them. So we have the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So what they also regret here is treating you so badly and you always forgiving them, but them never changing. And I keep hearing took you for granted. So they feel like they took you for granted. They felt at home with you. They felt comfortable with you. They felt like they could be themselves around you. And now that you're not there, I'm hearing like, I found a home within you, now I'm homeless. So that could represent them feeling safe with you, feeling like they can be themselves with you, feeling like they found a home within you, feeling like they belong with you. But now that you're gone, they find a hard time feeling that. Okay? So it's kind of like they miss the feelings you brought them. But they also miss the words you said to them. So I feel like you have a very poetic way of speaking, a very loving way of speaking. And I feel like they definitely miss that. They miss the love you've shared. And I guess what they're regretting now the most is that they can never have that right now. With home here, it's making me think of the fourth house energy in astrology. So if this was an ex-lover, it's kind of like, again, they're wondering about the possibilities of what could have been, you know, having a home together, having kids together, getting married, like all of those things that they may have wanted but never exactly happened because of how they messed up. And with the white here, I feel like they do know that you're such a pure soul and that you only had pure intentions towards them. And I feel like because you have such a pure soul, it still bothers you where you cannot fathom how they did this to you because you would never do that to them. And they know that. I'm always looking at the crown here and it's almost like I lost a queen or a king. And now I only have like normal people around me. I'm almost getting the message that they cannot see your crown. Your crown was shining brightly, but they could not see it. And you put it back on your head and reclaimed your power, and now they see it. And they went for all these other people trying to move on from you right after. So if it was an ex-friend, you know, maybe they tried to replace you with other friends. Thinking that they were princesses or princes, but they were just normal human beings, as a metaphor almost. Okay, so it's like that saying, what glitters isn't gold. I think that's the saying. It's like they realized they lost what they had. They had a queen or a king, but they lost that queen or king, you know? So that's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's like they know that you have that pure soul I mentioned before, that you have a lot of compassion in your heart. And it's like, I have a hard time articulating these messages. Sorry, pile number one, but it's just so heavy, this energy. It's like they're looking at themselves and they can't have compassion or forgiveness to themselves. And that's why they avoid regretting it. They do regret it, but they avoid thinking about it. Because it's like they can't find self-forgiveness. So it's a very confusing thing for them. I think this is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile one. I really hope this resonated, or actually I don't. This was such a heavy energy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my Polymer 2s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the Princess of Mercy, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their biggest regrets when it comes to you. So this can be for any person on your mind at all. Please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So your card says, giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. So for some of you, I'm sensing a connection that had an imbalance with giving and receiving, where you were maybe the giver. And I feel for some of you, this is going to resonate with multiple people in your life. It's almost like different people that treated you the same. Like finding that same person in different people, in strangers, because I'm hearing that song, I think it's called Stranger by Janae Aiko, where she talks about meeting a person but they give her a similar pain to a pain she's felt before. It's a weird energy, but maybe some of you will relate to this to multiple people in your life. So you were the giver in this connection. You really gave to them. You really devoted yourself to them. And I do feel like one of their biggest regrets is not giving back to you. I feel like now they're looking at their relationships in their life and they don't see many people that are as giving and devoted as you. Also, I'm hearing the word loyalty. I feel like recently they've come to this feeling of heartbreak and pain and loss, realizing what they've lost out on, realizing what they've missed out on. Because I actually feel their heartbreak or pain, or they really hurt you, they really broke your heart, and maybe they're realizing that and having a big regret about breaking your heart. When you just had so much of this gentle heart and so much love, care to give them. Um, it's almost like they viewed your love as fated, but as if they've missed out on the opportunity of fate. So I'm almost viewing this in this person's energy as like, I've met my soulmate or platonic soulmate, and I've missed out on actually being with my soulmate platonically or romantically. Um, I'm also feeling another energy coming through of a woman asking about a man. This is not going to resonate with everybody, but one specific person, like an ex-husband, or an ex lover that you were very serious with, that you did everything for. I'm hearing this sung by I think it's Jennifer Lopez on I Ain't Your Mama. So it's like you did everything for this person. I'm seeing someone cook for them, clean for them, almost like mother them or nurture them in a way, and it's like they never appreciated it or gave back to you. Okay, this is going to be a little bit heavy to say, but I'm seeing somebody that, always made yourself look beautiful for him, this specific message for someone specific. You always tried to make yourself look beautiful for him. I'm hearing kimchi, so I don't know, like someone here loved to cook for this person and that was your love language. And they really miss that and regret not giving back to you or not showing appreciation for the things you did for them. And it's almost like you try to make yourself always beautiful for them, always look good for them, and even keep your body in shape. I'm seeing something about that. Eating healthy. Um, there's almost like this fear here, like of them cheating if I let myself go. This is a very controversial topic to mention because, I feel like I've been through this too, where you don't want to, this is going to be a little bit vulnerable. You don't want to make yourself, I don't know how to explain this energy, but I think it's passed down from women, from our mothers sometimes, or from seeing other women judge themselves. Hearing sometimes as a woman, I've heard other women say, if you don't give him the bedrooms energies, I have to be careful of what I say on YouTube, then he's gonna go somewhere else. Or if you let yourself go, he's gonna find someone in much better shape. I'm kind of sensing an energy like that where there's an insecurity or fear you had around that for somebody here. It's not for everybody. Um, and I don't know if this person saw that or not. Let's get your tarot cards out. So, their biggest regrets when it comes to pile number ones. The Queen of Cups. The Eight of Swords in the reverse. I feel like their biggest regret is not appreciating your gentle heart and whatever you did for them. um, not showing their appreciation for what you gave to them. Ten of Wands reverse. It's like you did so much for them. You did everything for them. I even feel like you sacrificed a lot of what you wanted to do for yourself to meet this person's needs. Physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever this is. Um, it was like I'm hearing this quote like you broke your back trying to almost give to them. Like you went above and beyond is what I'm hearing. The Three of Wands reversed. For some of you, I'm getting like you gave a lot to this person, but then they never kind of like made it seem as though they wanted a future with you. Um, so maybe for some of you, this was a person that was very non-committal, or they just didn't really make plans for the future with you, or make you feel like they wanted you. Um, and it's like they do desire you now. I actually see them missing. If this was an ex-lover, like intimate moments you had in the bedroom. And I do see them missing like what you gave them, realizing what they missed out on, what they lost. It feels like I said before, I didn't appreciate you enough. That's how this person's feeling. I didn't make you feel desired enough. I didn't make you feel, yeah, appreciated. So Queen of Pentacles reversed. You have a lot of reversals. My mouth hurts like my jaw. So it kind of feels like somebody's punched me. I don't know if somebody here has gotten into a physical fight with this person for one person here. Um, or if something like that happened. Or what I'm hearing is it feels like a slap in the face. Like everything I've done for you, but you didn't appreciate that. It feels like a slap in the face. Okay, so we have the Artist. I'm even feeling like some of you gave up your own dreams, career-wise or financially. Like I'm feeling a situation with an ex-spouse for some of you where, let's say you gave up your career goals to maybe have a baby with them and take care of their baby, or to have a family with them, to be a housewife or something like that. Um, that's just for one person here or two people here. Or like you put some of your dreams and goals or the things you needed physically on hold for them. So for instance, let's say you were really hungry, but they were also really hungry. So you made food for them first before you made for yourself. I'm seeing something along those lines, like I'm almost sacrificing something I need to fill you up. So we have Four of Pentacles reverse. I definitely feel something about commitment issues or them not making you feel like they wanted to hold on to this, you know? The Four of Wands. So yeah, some of you could have been married to this person or could have had a very serious relationship with them where maybe you'd even been together for like 10 years, 4 years, a long time. This feels like a serious connection for most of you romantic. Or if it was platonic, it feels very serious, like you were a big part of my life. And I don't know, like I'm almost getting a message for some of you. You were with this person for 10 plus years, wanting marriage, wanting those things with this person, but they never actually committed or did those things. Or for some of you, like, you kind of had expectations of like, this person's going to be in my life forever. They're never going to leave my side with the Eight of Cups reverse. But something did happen where an ending happened. Or maybe they made you feel as though they're only sticking around and stringing you along. For some of you, this is like a situationship where they didn't want to commit, but you wanted commitment, and they stringed you along or made you feel that way, and there are regrets around that. I'm also hearing for some of you, like this person had many options, but they picked the wrong option and they're regretting that. We have the Empress. Or this person made you feel like an option. Then we have 2 extra cards with the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So let me just organize these cards and tell you exactly what I see here. 7 of Pentacles reversed at the back of the deck. So for some of you, I'm hearing very different scenarios, but most of them relate to serious types of love. If that does not resonate, try to find what resonates in this pile. If some messages resonate, but if it's in a platonic way or family type of way. I feel the energies of betrayal or cheating for some of you, or making you feel like they cheated you. Yeah, that's the kind of energy I feel. And I'm clairvoyantly seeing an image of the love witch when she says, when I read giving and receiving, she says something along the lines of, in order to receive love, we need to give love. And maybe you had that mentality earlier on in your life, but now I feel like you've given back to yourself. You've gone on a journey of self-love, learning to put yourself first and pour into you first, and not self-sacrifice anymore. I feel like this connection taught you to put yourself first, taught you to not put yourself last. So that when you pour into you, you can overflow onto others instead of emptying yourself to meet the needs of others and putting yourself last. So for once in your life, you've put yourself first, and this person is seeing that. If this was an ex-lover, they feel like you were one of their most beautiful or most handsome lovers ever. They definitely miss and reminisce on your memories and also the bedroom energies. So like, let's say this person has a new partner. I'm feeling this energy. It's really weird to give this message, because I don't like this energy, but it's like, I feel them thinking back to you still and fantasizing about you still, even though they have a new partner, or even though, it's been a long time since things have ended, if they're not in a new connection. And if they are in a new connection, it's like their partner now doesn't fully satisfy them in that way, like you did. Weird message, but I'm getting that. Something about your hugs, something about the way you touched them, the way your voice sounded, like they really miss that. They really miss the laughter you two had together, the fun memories, beautiful memories. If this was a romantic connection, the romantic memories you had, or the kind of love you had platonically. So I think the biggest regret here is not taking you seriously. Okay, I got another message now, another specific message, about, because I heard Cardi B's song. Okay, I don't want to say the word, but she's like, broke boys don't deserve no something. If you know, you know. And I don't believe that, because I believe, we should look for a person based on personality traits and not just based on money. But I do feel like, okay, I'm getting a situation here for somebody where you gave this person a chance, and either they were not physically attractive to you, but you gave them a chance anyway, or they just didn't have any goals. So I'm almost feeling like an energy here for some of you, like maybe you, for example, I'm seeing a woman here that was the breadwinner. And like, you made all the money, but this person didn't do anything, just like was lazy, didn't have any dreams or goals or aspirations, or like you gave them a chance even though they never had any money, because you believed you could create that together, create your stability together with the magician, but that never happened. Weird energy, but I feel like this is also very controversial, but it's like, I believe we should love a person for their personality, but when you get married to a person, Financial stability is also important, especially if you know you want to get married, if you want to have kids, but not even that, life is expensive. Um, so sometimes love is there, but stability can also be an important facet of life. So I feel like some of you are in new relationships, for the woman here with men that provide for you, or a man that doesn't make you feel like you're the only one that has dreams and goals. Maybe that is something important to you now, having like a person that has dreams and goals. Or I'm even feeling a switch around energy here. It doesn't just have to be for straight relationships, but for example, like a man here watching where this woman only wanted your money or something along those lines. And now you're finding somebody that actually appreciates you for you, or that's an energy I'm picking up in the future, something that's still going to be created. I do see you getting married in the future again, if you haven't already been married. To somebody that completely commits to you. And I'm hearing that song by Bruno Mars that's like, I should have bought you flowers. So if you're not in a new connection yet, this person's gonna see you in a new connection if this was an ex-lover and really feel like they're missing out, like they should be in that person's place, but no. You lost out on that opportunity is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So if this is platonic, what can I say about this? I'm also feeling for some of you like you outgrew this person. As you started growing on your spiritual journey, you outgrew them, and they may regret not growing with you. There may be a regret here of not creating a future with you sooner, or not making you feel like they wanted something with you. So this can even be platonic, maybe a friend that only contacted you on their terms, where you gave everything and your all to this person, but they never gave much back. It could have been a friend where, let's say, they owed you money. I see something with money here with Queen of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Pentacles reverse, where maybe like they didn't pay you back because it's kind of like a situation where they were really struggling with money, but they didn't want to tell you that. They didn't want to tell you the burdens they were experiencing. But also, I see them having the money to pay you back, but wanting to hold on to the money that's not theirs. So I see a situation like that of like not paying you back. So this pile has like very specific messages. What else? Or like a friend where you always bought them things, but they never bought you anything back. Like you always bought them gifts or took them out for lunches, but they never reciprocated that. Or maybe you were giving time and energy with the pentacles that they were never giving back. I'm even feeling like a flaky friend, or a friend that didn't really appreciate you, or yeah, it's giving me that energy over and over again. So this person, whoever they were, they didn't really appreciate the love you were giving. And they didn't make you feel like they wanted a future with you. So that's the basis of the energy I see here. And one last specific message. I feel somebody here that was in a relationship or in a marriage with somebody, and you wanted to work through things with this person. You had complete honest intentions towards them, and you wanted to fix your connection, heal the connection, but this person didn't try or put in the effort to heal or change something. And for some of you, like you were completely honest with this person, but this person had dishonesty towards you and moved kind of like in shady ways, and they're regretting that. Because it's very hard to find loyal people that are trustworthy now for this person, not for everybody, but for this person, because that's a part of their karma, I'm hearing. Because like they were disloyal or dishonest with you in some way, shape, or form, platonically or romantically. So they're not going to get their blessing in that form of loyalty in another person until they learn their lesson, is what I'm hearing. So we have the goddess of all that flows. I do feel like you already also intuitively know what this person is feeling or thinking or regretting. I do feel like when this person thinks back to you, they start to pop up in your mind because this is my intuitive pile. You're very connected to your own emotions, and I feel like this person's realizing that they weren't as emotionally mature as you. That they weren't quite deserving of your love is what I'm hearing too. They still crave you, but there's some part of them that knows they aren't deserving of your love. Or there was some part of them that felt they weren't worthy of what they were receiving from you, and so they never actually stepped up to the table to give you what you deserved, because maybe some part of them was self-sabotaging and thinking, it's going to end anyway, what's the point? So I'm hearing that for some of you. We have the Queen of Saintly Woman. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. So I feel like this person regrets the fact that you were in service to them and you just kind of like moved with love without expecting anything in return. But I think now you're putting back time and effort to you, you're pouring into you so that you can overflow, and you're giving birth to a new version of you. You may relate to pile number one. It's kind of like a similar energy but different if you were drawn. But I feel this energy, the similar thing to pile one is you transforming with the butterflies here and you giving birth to a new version of you, and this person craving you, hungering you with the apple here. Almost feeling tempted by you, tempted to come back to you in your life. But there's also like this energy of you having this gentle heart, this very nurturing, compassionate energy. And I feel like some part of them was not emotionally mature and saw the fact that you just loved in a very big way as a weakness. I think I saw a message like this on Lexi the Leo's page if you watch her. But I'm getting this feeling of like them viewing it as a weakness, as something that is going to get them stuck in life if they show all their love. So it's kind of like they were in the mentality or mindset of like, I can't show all my love because then the person's not going to like me back or think I'm desperate, or they're going to be like, I'm hearing get the ick from me, or be like different towards me because now I'm giving them all my time and attention. So I feel like they kind of viewed things in this distorted mindset of like, I can't show all my love because when I show all my love, the person leaves or they take me for granted. So it's almost like they did to you what they feared happening to them, which is really strange. And they're realizing that and regretting that. And they're realizing that you move through life where you just have your heart wide open. You don't really expect that kindness in return, but you'd like it back in return. And you're a giver at heart, but now you're learning to receive. I feel like you're stepping into your fierceness. You're stepping into this place of self-love. And this person is seeing that and they're very attracted to that if this was an ex-lover. If not, they're just like wowed by that if this was an ex-friend. So it's like they always saw you as like this forgiving, compassionate, nurturing person, and they thought that it was a weakness and they underestimated you is what I'm hearing. But I'm really drawn to the seahorse here, and the seahorse spiritual meaning is it's small but it's powerful. It has strength to it. So it's kind of like you have that energy of like people underestimating you or seeing this gentle side of you, and sometimes seeing it as a weakness if they're viewing it from a distorted perspective. But then you also have this other side of you now that advocates for yourself with a tiger, that protects yourself, that brings you strength, that brings this kind of fierceness. And even with the siren here, sirens can be beautiful, mermaids can be beautiful, but also I've heard stories of them in the myths and lores of like them luring sailors to their death, or, being beautiful, but being able to drown people, or, things like that. I don't know why that's coming up, but it's almost like people are just, or whoever this is, they just viewed you as this harmless, innocent, beautiful mermaid. But then there's also this quite powerful, fierce side of you, just like the ocean here. The ocean can be calm and beautiful, but it can also have really big, powerful, destructive waves. So I'm always getting this energy of this person seeing your inner fierceness now, and also regretting, because now they know they can't cross any boundaries with you if they had to come back to your life. Also with the siren, there's this energy of temptation, allure you have, where this person is still attracted to you and tempted by you in ways. And they're seeing you flow through life now. They're seeing you, some of you like follow creative projects or level up within your career. I do feel like this person was blocking your blessings in some way. But now that they're out of your life, I do feel like those blessings, that abundance is flowing in. So it's almost like they miss your warmth. They miss that a lot. And like the fun you brought into their life, the way you gave to them. But they're also regretting the fact that now you've leveled up and they're not there to actually benefit from that, is what I want to say. So I think this is where I'm going to leave your reading pile too. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose the Strawberry Obsidian Crystal in the Queen of the Outsiders card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their biggest regrets when it comes to you. So this can be for any person on your mind at all. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I do feel with this card, I'm really drawn to the anchor here. With the heart. So I do feel like you're somebody that is anchored in divine love. And I do feel like you made this person feel grounded and safe. You brought them down to earth. I do feel a lot of earth placements in this pile. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I also heard Sagittarius. I also heard Leo now. Libra. And the water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But we'll see what other tarot cards we get in a minute. But definitely the earth energy showing up the strongest, and the water energy too. So this could be your sign, their sign. I do feel as though you brought this person back down to earth. You brought them balance and stability in ways that they could not find on their own. It's almost like, let's say this person had a goal they wanted to reach or achieve. It's almost like they're viewing it like they can't go towards that or achieve that without you, because maybe you were that person that could have a plan for them, that could help them plan. Because I'm seeing that Virgo energy of planning, paying attention to details, helping this person almost make better decisions in life that gives them stability, that keeps them grounded, down to earth. It's like if this person was to go ahead and do something and make some kind of stupid decision, you would be that one person to say, hey, no, I don't think you should do this. And something about now, it's like they kind of go through life. I feel like they kind of go through life where they don't have that trait that you have, or they perceive that, where they don't plan, they don't feel like they have that stability or that grounded energy. And so now they're moving through life feeling very ungrounded and unbalanced, and feeling like they're not reaching the same goals they did when they were with you. When they were with you in your life, they were very focused, very like stable and independent in ways. And now it feels like, I'm hearing the word rock bottom. It feels like they're spiraling. It feels like sometimes they don't know what to do. Maybe you were somebody that gave them very good advice, and you always told them the truth. And that's something they lack right now in their life, and that's something they're regretting. Like, I'm almost getting this feeling of like sometimes they relied on you for those things, but they failed to find that within themselves. And so now that you're not in their life, they're failing to find that energy in themselves and the people around them. So I do feel like one of the things they regret the most was not learning from you and expecting you to do that for them. So for instance, let's say they had a goal in mind. Maybe you were somebody that helped them take the steps there and help them break that down, but they never actually took that and learned from that independently, two. And I do feel like for some of you, this was a short-lived connection or multiple connections in your life where you did this for people. And it was like a short connection where you were meant to teach them this thing, energetically, like you were meant to teach them this, be a teacher to them, but they never fully learned from you. They never fully took in that information. So I feel that for some of you. And then for others of you, I feel this energy of you being somebody where this person almost viewed you as like very authentic to yourself. You're very authentic, you're very unique. You may have felt very misunderstood in your life by people. And I feel a lot of people coming through their energy where they're regretting misunderstanding you, where they're regretting almost like outcasting you. When I think of Queen of the Outsiders, I think of being outcasted, made to feel like we don't fit in or we don't belong somewhere. And you're so uniquely, authentically you. You shine so bright within your own authenticity. And being our authentic self, I've heard that it puts you in a very high vibration. So it's like they could not understand you or reach your vibration, because they were not in their own authenticity. They did not know who they were. Whoever I'm picking up on, people in general, because I feel multiple people with this message. And they're regretting misunderstanding you and making you feel like you were an outsider when they could learn from you and find their own authenticity. So now moving through life, I feel like for some of you, this was in school or in your younger years. Now moving through life, they're realizing that they lack that authenticity, that they don't know who they are, whoever I'm picking up on, people in general. And they're regretting not like, what is the word, spirit? Not openly inviting you in and being curious as to how you are so authentically you. Because I feel like they kind of go through life and they don't know who they are right now. They don't feel like they can connect to themselves, feeling disconnected from themselves and who they are, what they want in life. So they feel like they could have learned from you, but they never learned from you. So there's a theme here, of people feeling like they could have learned something from you, a spiritual lesson, but they never did. And if you're asking about a specific person, I do feel like there is also regrets here of misunderstanding you at times, because maybe you were very different from this person, or they just didn't fully see things in your perspective. Maybe sometimes you spoke to them about things that you were feeling or thinking, and they couldn't quite see things from your perspective. So say, for instance, for some of you even, I'm seeing a situation where maybe you let out your emotions and this person is uncomfortable with their own emotions and they don't understand the fact that you're so comfortable with doing that. So maybe they kind of like never validated your feelings or made you feel like you feeling that was the problem. But it's because they themselves weren't comfortable with their own feelings. Five of Cups reversed. Didn't like express their own feelings. Was somebody that ran away from their own feelings. And then made you feel bad for feeling your feelings. Or I'm seeing a situation where, like, let's say you tell them about something that they did that hurt you, but they never saw it in your perspective or understood. I'm hearing it was never a big deal, so they maybe viewed it as it's not a big deal, but to you it was a big deal. And now looking back on it, they're realizing that they completely invalidated your experience, and you coming up to them and telling them, this is what hurt me, and them invalidating that just made you feel as though you can't come up to them with anything. And I think they're realizing that maybe a part of them didn't want to take accountability, so they put the blame on you. When I think they're realizing now that you were just trying to heal the connection and kind of speak to them about what went wrong or what hurt you, so that you can resolve that and that doesn't happen again. But I think this person reacted in that way because I think they were a bit defensive and guilty. So they're realizing now that some part of them didn't take accountability because they didn't want to feel guilty or work on themselves, some part of them subconsciously. So I think that's one of their biggest regrets. I'm also hearing, okay, there's a lot of messages coming through clairvoyantly and clairaudiently, which is why I haven't pulled tarot yet. Let's just pull your tarot cards first. So the biggest regrets when it comes to pile number 3, please. The 3 of Cups. So for some of you, this could have been a friend, a cousin, sibling. 5 of Cups reversed. I'm even feeling like an older sister for someone here, the Magician. The 9 of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Wands reversed. The Star reversed. Yeah, the Star reversed is what I was speaking about. They're realizing now that you coming up to them and telling them about the things that hurt you was just you trying to heal the connection. Was just you trying to express your feelings and emotions and be completely transparent with what you were feeling. But because they could not meet themselves deeply on that level of seeing their own emotions and speaking about it and being vulnerable with it, I feel like when they're disappointed in relationships, maybe they came from a family that swept things under the rug. So that was not normal to them, quote unquote normal, but it is what is supposed to be normal, if that makes sense. So I do feel like with the Queen of Cups at the back of the deck, you're very in touch with your own emotions, and this person could not understand how you were that. And they regret not taking accountability for that or listening to you or validating you. Because with the Magician opposite the 9 of Pentacles reverse, it's kind of like they're looking at your connection and how it could have grown if they took those instances or moments and fixed things with you, healed things with you, but they did not want to heal or look within. So I'm seeing that that's their biggest regret. The Emperor reversed. The 2 of Pentacles. So the balance I was speaking about, 2 of Pentacles, it's like now they feel like they can't find balance on their own. They may be going through a creative block or may struggle to find motivation within their own life. Maybe you were somebody that constantly motivated them. So for instance, I'm seeing somebody where maybe you two had a goal to get fit together, for example, and you were always that one come on, let's get up, let's go to the gym, let's go get healthy, let's eat this together. And I'm seeing a situation like that, but now they struggle to get fit and to have that motivation to get up and go to the gym. Or maybe it's struggling to find motivation to go towards their dreams and goals and not believing in their dreams and goals. Maybe you were somebody that constantly brought them up, uplifted them, motivated them, inspired them to go towards their dreams with the Star reversed and Ace of Wands reversed. But now it's what's the point? Can I even achieve that? So it's kind of like they're down in the dumps right now and they miss what you gave them. 2 of Cups and the devil reversed. This is what I was speaking about, avoiding accountability. I always see the devil reversed as avoiding accountability. Okay, we do have some extra cards here. I'll add them in a minute. Let me just organize these cards, make sure they're in frame, and I'll tell you exactly what I see here. So I'm also feeling another regret they have is, like you made them feel so free. I feel like you have this very free-spirited and authentic energy. And you're so comfortable with your self-expression that this person or whoever I'm channeling isn't, because I was covering my throat now, and the throat chakra is self-expression as I'm talking about authenticity. So this person is somebody that's a little bit scared to share their truth, to share their experiences, to share their emotions with others. Like I said, maybe they grew up in a family that sweep things under the rug. Maybe they grew up in a situation where it was unsafe for them to express whatever opinions or thoughts they had, or to express themselves authentically. But with you, it's like they felt safe and free enough to be themselves. They felt more like themselves around you. They felt like you brought out the best version of themselves when they were around you. But now being around other people, other relationships in their life currently may bring out the worst in them, the shadow in them. So it's like whenever they were with you, you helped them become a better person. But with other people, it's like with the devil opposite the Two of Cups, I'm getting this message of other people don't make them feel safe enough to be themselves or free enough to be their authentic self. And other people kind of bring out the worst side in them. The temptations of life they don't want to go after. I'm kind of seeing that energy. So I think that's something they miss about you and something they regret. Not having you in their life again. It's like they regret not having you in their life anymore. Because now they have other relationships in their life that don't do what you did, don't have that effect on them that you did. And maybe they're realizing they lost out on a beautiful connection with the Two of Cups because they avoided accountability. So I do feel like I'm hearing spirits say this person is coming to a self-awareness. For most of you, I feel like I'm channeling multiple people with the Three of Cups. For others of you, I'm even channeling past bullies, people that bullied you, people that, like bullied you for being different, where they're regretting it and they're realizing they were projecting onto you because they could not feel safe being their authentic self. Okay. Anything else from these cards, Spirit? They miss your sweetness too with the strawberry obsidian. It's like they felt lucky to have a person like you in their life. They felt blessed. But now they feel unlucky within their relationships, is what I'm hearing. Now they feel unbalanced, ungrounded. I'm hearing with you, it's like they had a glow up, a level up. Without you, it's like they're downgrading in life. That's what they feel. So it's kind of like I regret not having you in my life anymore because I know that you would have brought out the best version of me if I had a connection with you now, platonically or romantically. But now I don't have that anymore. And I can't find that within myself. Or that's at least the illusion they're telling themselves. So other zodiac signs I definitely see Virgo and Gemini with the Magician here, Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius energy is showing up strongly with that authenticity or strong 11th house placements. Or I'm even feeling some of you have an Aquarius rising. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then that strong earth sign energy and the water sign energy, as I said before. And then strong like Virgo, strong Aquarius. So 7 of Pentacles reversed. It's like with the Devil reversed, 7 of Pentacles reversed, this person didn't work on themselves. It's like when you were in their life, I feel them almost getting irritated with you. Because you're that type of person that wants the best for those in your life. You want to help them reach the best version of themselves. And I feel like that's one of your gifts. You can bring out the best version of people within them. You see the highest potential in them and try to bring that out in them. But it's almost like they got irritated with you because I'm hearing, ugh, like, can you stop? Can you stop bringing up to me what I need to do? Because when you brought that up, it kind of made them feel bad. Like they didn't see that potential within themselves and they didn't see the reason why you were doing it. They were misunderstanding it and thinking that you were kind of like criticizing them when you were actually just seeing the potential in them and trying to help them reach that. And you were coming from a place of love, but they misunderstood your intentions and they took it as an attack on them. Because they were defensive, because they didn't want to work through whatever they had to work through in order to reach that desired potential. 3 of Pentacles, look at the plan here. So it's like you were that one person that helped them create a plan, that helped them have structure in their life, a routine, stability. You were someone that really helped them work on becoming their best self, but now they don't have that anymore. And they regret not listening to you, not listening to your advice. Because I even feel some of you gave this person advice, but they never took your advice. And now they're realizing that advice you gave them was coming from a pure place and coming from a place of love with the Knight of Cups. And yeah, they misunderstood those intentions. Or maybe they kind of wanted to go with their own advice, their own plan, not realizing that it wasn't the best plan. Sorry, but that's what I'm gonna say because I'm seeing it. 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could even be a family member. And with a dog, I feel loyalty here. So one thing they're regretting here is not being as loyal to you as they should have been. I'm hearing should have, could have, would have. So there's regrets of what they didn't do. So let's get out your oracle cards. I don't know. I feel like this person, I'm hearing they're slimy, they're a snake, or they were a snake to you. They weren't as loyal to you as they should have been. The High Priestess, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. One thing about you is you have that energy of being grounded, anchored in yourself, independent. You have a great plan, great advice to give, and you're very logical, you're very intelligent. You know the best decisions to make for yourself, and they're seeing the decisions you made for your life and where that helped you end up, where you've leveled up, you've created the things you wanted in life. The things you've planned, they've actually come to fruition. That's how this person or people are seeing you. But I guess they took that for granted, like the advice you gave, how you tried to help them. Not only are you very logical and you're a great planner, but you're also very intuitive, where you sense from your gut feelings or from your intuition or from just like knowing of like, this is the decision you should make and this is the best decision. But they never took that advice or followed that because they never quite believed in that gift you have. And I feel like this pile could be great advisors in some way, great therapists, great like advisors, planners, financial, something to do with finances, accountants. Like I feel like you have a gift surrounding that. And now this person's seeing how your intuition has led you to creating the best decisions in your life with the cosmic egg here, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me and the force of an ever-expanding love. So with the cosmic egg and the magician, they're seeing what you have created, what is being birthed in your life. This reminds me of the Empress card, where you're birthing something into your reality, a manifestation, a dream, a wish, and it's coming to fruition. It's growing. And they're seeing that and they're regretting not taking your advice or not kind of like being inspired and followed in your footsteps. I feel like for some of you, this person was jealous of this trait you had. And out of stubbornness, they wanted to prove that they had like a better choice in mind than you did. Out of a place of pride, and they're regretting being in their ego and not listening to you in the first place. So I feel like that's a theme I'm seeing here. This is what I see for you, pile number 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.